afternoon, Rodney. Excuse me, madam. Keep well back, please.
Why? What's going on?
We're not sure yet, so if you'll just bear with us.
Has there been an accident?
I really couldn't say.
Won't say, you mean?
Excuse me, sir. Can't come through here.
Oh, yes, I can. Detective Superintendent Wells, am it?
Oh, sorry.
This is DS Finnegan.
Sorry. Yeah, it's not that one, sir. It's unoccupied. We're actually based in here. I'll cordon off an area for you.
I am aware of the procedures, officer.
Yes, sir.
Oh, go on. Tell us what's happening.
Mr. Freddie Longdon, Guff. Very obvious head wound. FME estimates life extinct sometime after midnight.
Who else was in the house?
Nobody. Lives alone. He's a widower. He's got a son and daughter-in-law over in Ascot Road. I've got WPC Croft over there now. Postman found him.
Murder weapon?
Well, we think he was punched, Gav, hard. Possibly banged his head on the corner of the fireplace. He fell. Yeah. Back door was wide open with the key on the inside. I think it looks like a sudden panic attack rather than anything pre-med.
Disturbed burglary?
Yeah, could be.
Any sign of a forced entry?
No broken windows, but come and have a look at this, Gav. Somebody's been up in the attic.
Let's have a look, then.
You're the new boy.
There's a way through.
Separating walls have been left unfinished.
Right, make your way through, then, and let us in the front door.
Gov.
Oh, Rod. What's where you're putting your feet?
Sarge.
I can't say he'll be missed.
Oh, he's got a few enemies, has he?
Oh, not particularly. He was just a bit miserable, you know, antisocial. Wow, that is a surprise.
Someone's been around, Gov. Stuff everywhere.
Council workers, maybe? The places have to be redecorated before the next tenant moves in.
This is no council worker. This place has been used as a waiting room.
Looks like it.
Well, it's perfect, isn't it, Gav, for empty council house? I mean, once you're in, you wait until the small hours, then you wriggle through the attic.
Thing is, how did he get in this place? Get someone talking to the council. See who's authorised to be here.
Let's go.
There are all kinds of bits in the other rooms.
Let's have forensics in to check it over.
There's a bedroll upstairs, sir. And this.
Ah, well.
You know who this is?
Yeah, one of our regulars, Gov. A local Tom, Margie Robinson.
Where does that take us?
She's shacked up with another one of our mates. Burglar Bill. Billy Hardy.
Let's get this Hardy character off the street while he's still shaking. You and Skace pick him up.
Go.
Jane, you get this site sealed and coordinate forensic. Oh, and we'll need to liaise with Bumblebee, any similarities of MO.
Sir, I've been talking to one of the neighbours. Apparently not many people round here had a good word to say about Longdon. Plus, he didn't have two openings to rub together. So who would bother to burgle him?
Thank you, officer. I'll bear your input in mind.
See you back at base, Gov. It's George, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can you stretch the cordon to preserve this site next door?
Yes, Sarge. And what's happening?
Well, it looks like the intruder gained access through the attic. One of your locals is looking promising at the moment. A character called Billy Hardy.
Billy Hardy? No, I don't think that's very likely.
Don't take it personally, George.
Mrs. Longdon, is there someone we can contact? Someone who can come and sit with you?
Oh, this is really going to carve tongue.
Were they very close?
Oh, sometimes. They were father and son, you know.
Someone's going to have to make a formal identification of the body later.
Oh, dear.
So if we could get your husband out of work.
He isn't here, he's away. Oh, I can't do it.
Don't worry, you won't have to. He's away where?
Leicester, on an open cast, he works the sites.
Have you got a telephone number for him?
No, he rings in from his digs when he gets settled in.
OK, look, it'll be all right. I'll contact Leicester Police soon, see if they can contact your husband.
We're going on holiday. I'll have to cancel that.
Where were you going?
America. We're going to Disney World.
Billy in, Margie?
No, he's not.
Mind if I come in and check?
You need a warrant to do that.
That's not true, is it? You can tell me where he is?
Not very well, he's got the flu. Look, he's not well, leave him alone.
Hang on, Billy. Oh, all right, easy on the brutality.
Where was he last night, Margie?
He was here, I told you. He's got the flu. I was with him all night.
Oh, so you won't have been working the Hoxton Road then, will you? Easy enough to check.
Oh, give us a break, will you? Look, he's got a job. He doesn't want you busting in and spoiling it for him, does he?
Oh, right. I do apologise. Where's he working, Margie?
He's on maintenance. He works for the council, doesn't he?
Council? Oh, we'll certainly take that into consideration. We have been busy, haven't we, Billy? I suppose you got receipts for all this stuff?
I'm saying nothing.
OK, Billy. I'm arresting you for burglary. You do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but anything you do say may be given in evidence. Would also like to ask you some questions about the murder of Mr. Frederick Longdon.
About the what?
Oh, leave it out. I told you he was with me last night.
Yeah, well, you've already told us one little porky, haven't you, Margie?
Like what?
Well, our Billy was moving a bit fast for a man with flu, wasn't he? And so far, I haven't heard a snuffle. Take him away, Rod. Who knows, though? Might get a cough out of him before the day's out.
I'm sorry, George. There's nobody to relieve you at the moment.
OK, Sarge. Hello there. What are you going to be when you grow up, eh?
A German. I am. I think they're great. What's happened in here, then?
Well, we're going to find that out, we hope.
Is the man dead?
Which man?
The man who banged his head. Is he dead?
How do you know somebody banged their head?
He told me. The bloke in the van.
Right, you stay here, OK? Don't come through here. Sierra Oscar from 218.
Go ahead, George.
Yeah, it's probably nothing, Sarge, but I've got a blue escort van down here, just left a bit sharpish. And a kid that's been primed
To ask some questions about the deceased.
Any registration on the van?
It was too far away, Sarge.
OK, George, I'll get a car down there and I'll get the word to Mr. Wells.
Yes, Sarge.
Come on, Mr. Pearce, tell the man I wouldn't hurt a fly.
You might, if it meant avoiding another stretch for burglary.
I wouldn't.
Maybe you didn't want to kill him. Maybe you just wanted to cloud his memory and get away.
No, I told you I wasn't there.
Billy, your bag was in a house next door and a photo of Margie. Now, what do you expect us to think?
Would I take that sort of stuff with me in a job?
You might. Normally, you'd have slipped back and cleared it up. But you were interrupted. You panicked, you hit the old man and you ran.
And you could have gone back later when a fuss had died down.
No. I was home all night.
Well, Margie was seen at work on a Hoxton Road at 3 o'clock. So that's your cover blown out of the water. Maybe somebody else is trying to put you in a frame for it.
Like who?
Well, you tell me, Billy. You must know some nice people, like I do.
Listen, you've got nothing to tie me to that house. You're trying it on.
Gov, we've checked some of the items recovered from Billy's flat. So far, nothing tallies with the property index.
That doesn't mean he's clean.
Oh, no, Gov. But look at this. These are burgled council properties with vacated premises next door. All but 3 were houses that Billy hardly had access to, but according to the council, he never had reason to go into the one next door to the Longdons. How's it going, Gov?
Well, thank you, Alistair.
Sierra Oscar from 218.
Go ahead, George.
Yeah, the forensics have still got plenty to do here, Sarge, so I'm going to have to stay.
OK, George. Red should be back from the court soon. I'll get him to relieve you.
Sarge, can I help you, sir?
Yeah, can you tell me what's happening? This is my house.
Your house?
Yeah, my house. What's going on?
Well, excuse me, but I thought Mr. Longdon lived here.
He did, but he sold the house to me and I'm moving in today.
Well, Mr. Longdon owned the place?
Yeah, he was just staying on until the decorating was done. Where is he anyway?
We should emigrate, shouldn't we?
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice, that.
How's it going? All right?
Yeah, OK, Gov.
Not quite a church mouse then, was he, Freddie Longdon?
Well, hardly, Gov. I mean, as a council tenant, he got this property on preferential terms, 19,000. Lived in it for 2 years and sold it on for 50. The balance went into his account last month. After solicitor's fees, I reckon he had over 30 grand to play with. I mean, he cashed a cheque for 3 grand last week.
It'd be worth breaking in for, 3 grand.
Well, it would if anybody knew about it, but he's not the type to shout it from the rooftops, is he?
Incident room. DC Skates. Yes, Sarge.
Lucky break for Billy Hardy, then.
Well, yes, Gov, but...
People have been killed for less than 3,000.
Gov, Margie Robinson in reception, demanding her rights.
OK, see what she's after.
Front interview room, please, Sarge.
Suzi,
Yeah.
have a word with Jenny Longdon. See what the old man might have wanted the 3,000 for.
OK, Gov.
We'll have another go at Billy. I think he should be cooked by now.
What are these, Margie?
Receipts, aren't they?
200, is that?
Yeah.
What's that for?
Camera.
But I can't read where you bought it. Come on, Margie, be real. What about the rest of the stuff? I mean, even if these are genuine, there's a lot of other gear unaccounted for.
Well, I'll get the receipts, OK? Just give us a little time.
Since when can a council maintenance man afford to buy a £1,200 camcorder?
I work as well, you know. Anyway, we don't always buy stuff new, do we?
Are you saying that someone else sold you these items?
I'm saying you're barking up the wrong tree.
Margie, are you telling me that someone else is burgling these properties? Billy's in a lot of trouble, Margie. A man is dead.
Has he asked for brief?
Not yet.
And if he's saying nothing, neither am I.
Mick Hawkins.
Who?
Tell him.
Michael Roderick Hawkins, Gov. GBH, malicious wounding. I thought he was still in Parker.
He's out.
Well, he was never a friend of yours that I remember.
We shared the cell when I was on remand. I said, you know, look me up when you get out. Well, you say those sort of things at a time, don't you?
When was he released?
6 months ago. He moved in with me and Margie. Short term, supposedly. Oh, he was at it straight away. Into everything. There's me trying to hold down this job.
Why didn't you kick him out?
He's a very persuasive character, Gov.
Then he started this thing with Margie. He was all over her like a rash. Oh, he had to go, didn't he?
You had the keys to these empty council properties, right?
Yeah. As each place came up for occupation, I'd give him the keys of another place. He's been in the current one about 5 or 6 weeks.
And burgling the others next to the empty ones.
Yeah. He thought it was a great scam.
Did you go on any of these jobs with him, Billy?
No.
Did you get any of the gear?
A few bits and pieces. I wanted him out my hair. I never expected him to kill anybody.
Do you know where we might find him, Billy?
Yeah. I might.
Let's get Hawkins' description circulated straight away.
Gov.
Looks like I jumped to the wrong conclusions about Billy, doesn't it? He had to be involved some way, though. Eyes like a frightened rabbit.
Oh, like you said, Gov, he's a runner.
Anyway, we can charge him with handling, can't we?
It's a killer on the feet, this duty, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, not much.
Heard about Mick Hawkins?
Yeah.
Coffee, all right?
Oh, Tar, thanks very much.
Some of your other officers came to the door, asking questions. And I saw them remove the body, so I know what's happened.
Oh, right. Did you know that Mr. Longdon was an owner-occupier?
I didn't even know his name was Longdon. I'm surprised he bought the place, though, the state of him. How could he afford a mortgage?
You ever see an old blue escort van round here at all?
Well, yeah, now you come to mention it. Used to be parked in the alleyway up there. I don't know whose it was, though. No tax on it.
Right, thanks. Are you staying around, Sarge?
No. Why? You trying to get rid of me?
That bloke that I saw earlier. Could well have been Mick Hawkins, you know. Back to check on Longdon's condition. I mean, maybe he didn't know that the old boy was dead.
Possible.
And if it was him, he could have been driving a blue escort van. He might assist the search if we knew.
I suppose so. I'll pass it on to the superintendent. Well, it can't hurt, can it?
You ever come across Mick Hawkins before, Sarge?
No, I haven't.
Got a face like a robber's dog.
Well, it's no crime being ugly, George. If it was, half of Sunhill would be banged up.
I'm sorry, sir, I just don't buy it. Billy Hardy's possessions, Margie Robinson's photo, next door to the scene of a murder. It's just too pat.
Hawkins was using the place as a squat, remember? He wasn't planning a murder. The stuff was left in a panic. All right, then. Maybe Hawkins planted it. If him and Billy have been squabbling over Margie's favours, it'd be a way of getting Billy off the scene.
Well, Billy and Mickey had been squabbling. I reckon Billy would be missing a few teeth.
Excuse me, Gov. We've matched the camcorder with one stolen in the Parkmead estate a month ago.
Council house?
Council house. And guess what? The house next door was empty.
Nice work. There we are, Jack. They've been at it for months. Billy Hardy either nicked the stuff himself or he bought it off Hawkins. Either way, there's enough to link them both with the Longdon property.
Mick? How you doing?
Fair.
I'd like to come and answer a few questions, Mick, if you don't mind.
What about?
Burglary, for starters.
Put the cue down, Mickey.
Think I need this to handle you, Pear?
Yeah. OK, Gov. Yeah, no worries. Leicester police haven't been able to trace your husband's site yet, I'm afraid.
I'm on my own again then, aren't I? You can't plan anything in this life. The things we were going to do. Now we'll do nothing.
Jenny, I know it might feel like that at the moment, but things will get better. It just takes time.
We've worked so hard, me and Tom. And where's it got us?
Was your father-in-law well off, Jenny? What did he live on?
His pension.
So how did he manage to pay his mortgage?
He didn't. We did.
You all right, Mum?
Shall I make you a cup of coffee, Jenny?
I was using the place to doss in. I never went next door. The old guy was a pauper. Why would I rob a pauper?
Maybe you popped in for a look.
And maybe I didn't. You tie me to it, if you can.
There was loft insulation all over the stairs. Somebody'd been up in the attic. There's a way through up there.
The place had been full of decorators for a fortnight. Maybe the place had been rewired. You're on a loser. And you know it.
We've got evidence that you've been entering other council properties through the attics, Mick. We have several items we know you passed on to another party.
That Billy Hardy's got a good hiding coming.
How do you know we're talking about Billy Hardy, Mick?
I'm saying nothing. I want to see my brief.
Certainly.
All right, George, you can relax now. Reg is here.
Yeah? What a relief.
I got you a pasta, George.
Oh.
It looks so nice, I ate it.
Thanks. Reg, keep your eyes open for a blue van, will you?
Oh, you're Phantom Escort, yeah?
Yeah, just watch for it, OK?
The deal was, we'd paid the mortgage for him and he'd live there rent-free till he could legally sell the place. Then we'd split the profit and he'd rent somewhere cheaper. 2 years we did that. Something to aim at. Tom worked every hour God sent, but we were paying 2 mortgages. When I think of what we sacrificed.
Did Tom's dad get good terms from the council?
1/3 of the value. We still couldn't afford it, mind you.
And it was in Freddie's name, was it?
He was the tenant.
We know he sold the house. The new owner's shown up today.
50,000 he got. That's 15 for Tom and Tracy and me. Straight in our pockets. That was the deal, right? But when Tom went round to get our share, do you know what Freddie said? You're not going to believe this. He said, "Oh, I've got a financial advisor. I've been advised to hang on to the money."
He said that to his own son?
3 grand he offered us. Threw the notes in Tom's face. We tried to reason with him, but he's never had any real money before. Went to his head, I suppose.
Jenny, where do you think Tom is?
I don't know. He went off last night with his gear packed. He said he was going to have one last try with his dad.
What kind of vehicle does Tom drive?
A van. A beaten-up blue escort van.
Is there anywhere he might go if he needed to think?
Yeah. He's got a yard where he keeps his gear. It could be there.
Soul destroying, standing around all day out in the action.
You're breaking my heart.
Any unit, Sierra Oscar, 7070 Dumford Street. Assist CID, rearrest.
For Thomas Longden is present, arrest him on behalf of the CID on suspicion of murder.
Suspect drives a blue escort van.
Sierra 1, we'll take that.
Put your foot down, will you?
Liaise with DS Pearce for information. Man might be unstable.
Who's on it, Bob?
Everyone will be down there in a minute, sir.
Good. I knew this was no burglary.
Yes, sir.
Tony! These legs, Tony.
Says Tom Longden.
Looks like it's Usher.
How is he?
Looking doubtful, Gov.
Come on.
Yeah, understood, Tony. They lost him.
I like George.
You can see all that, can't you? Garfield?
Sir?
Not too impressed, are you, Garfield? You think all this could have been avoided, perhaps?
Well, I think we were looking in the wrong place to begin with, sir.
And why were you so sure?
Local knowledge, I suppose, sir.
Well, you had your instinct, and I had mine.
Dallard Street, yeah?
Yeah, that's what it says. Just after this bridge. And it's a silver BMW 735, and the index is L21JPJ.
Ooh, what's that worth then? 20 grand?
No, try 30, be more like it.
Must have some money up north. Hey, why don't the Sheffield police come to get it?
Well, maybe they can't afford the train fare.
So, you don't have to go out and look then?
Oh no, from the central office we can tell almost exactly where it is.
Sir, this is Miss Linton from the...
Vehicle tracking system, yes, thank you, George. Miss Linton.
Inspector, nice to meet you. And please call me Yvonne.
Would you like to come through?
Oh, thank you.
Hey, if it was here, we couldn't miss it. There'd be a dozen teenagers stripping it for the parts.
Yeah, but it says here they're supposed to be able to track it to within 25 metres.
So where is it?
Fancy looking here?
Yeah, if you want.
I'm afraid I can't tell you any more about the progress on your car. We do have someone onto it, but until they report back...
No, I quite understand. And to tell you the truth, Inspector, recovering the car is only part of the reason I'm here.
Oh?
Part of my brief is to liaise with stations like Sunhill and make sure that the system works as smoothly as possible from both sides.
Well, we do have a copy of the ACPO guidelines, Miss Linton. As I understand it, they set out all the procedures.
Yes, of course. But I was rather hoping I might be able to talk to some of your officers.
Well, to be honest, Miss Linton, we are pretty busy at the moment. But we do have details of the car. Stolen in Sheffield, located near Dallard Street.
Yes, I understand. But wouldn't it be a good opportunity to let your officers see exactly how the system works? I mean, answer any questions they might have about how we track the cars down, this being the first time that you've dealt with us.
Well, I can have a word with the officers involved when they call in.
That would be great. And what about the others? I mean, would it be possible to talk to them, perhaps arrange a demonstration?
I'll see what I can do. In the meantime, if you wait here, I'll ask Constable Garfield to keep you informed.
Thank you. You've been a great help.
Everything all right, sir?
Yes, thank you, George. You could ask Miss Linton if she'd like a cup of tea.
Yes, sir.
And George, have something yourself. Your tongue's hanging out.
Danny, let's not be in here long. What do you reckon?
Well, it's worth a look.
Yeah. Listen, I'll try that one over there, all right?
Right.
Danny? In here.
What's you got?
Well, along with 500 spiders, I got a brand new Range Rover. You want to get a PNC? The index is L545UOH.
Got it. Sierra Oscar from 5-5.
Go ahead, Sarge.
Yeah, could I have a PNC check, please, Mike, on a Range Rover, index Lima 545, Uniform Oscar Hotel.
Yeah, got it, Sarge.
Hey, guess what? What? Got the BMW. Great. Hey, and I bet you that Range Rover's bent as well.
Oh, bound to be.
What do you reckon? Thermal ringers?
5-5 from Sierra Oscar.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
I've got the PNC on that Range Rover, Sarge. Registered keeper a Mr. David Barnett, 54 Leicester Road, Birmingham. Yeah, reported stolen 2 days ago.
Yeah, thanks, Mike.
Good place for an oboe up here.
I'm Danny Pearce.
I just went along for the ride, I think. Wanted to see how it worked.
It's all very well, these people coming up with smart new ideas to track down stolen cars. They've still got to stand in line like everyone else. No favours, Andrew. We are not here to keep private security firms in profit.
No, sir, but if they're a source of information about a crime...
Then we still treat it like we treat any information. Dubious till proved correct. Right. Did you find that high-tech car, then?
Yeah, we found it in a lockup off Dallard Street. But I think there might be a bit more to it than casual theft. We had a look in the garage next door and there's a bent Range Rover in it, taken from Birmingham 2 days ago. It's got to be worth 30 grand, isn't it?
Ringers.
Could be. The place isn't set up for doing any work on them. Look more like storage. The thing is, there's a really good spot for an oboe down there, and Danny and I were wondering...
You know the overtime situation, Ray, but if you really think it's a team of ringers, it should go to SO16. They'd have the manpower to mount a long-term surveillance.
Oh, come on, Andrew. For a couple of bent motors. Anyway, they were sitting on our ground and our people found them. Why hand it to the car squad on the plate?
Yes, sir, but an operation like this could run for days.
I don't think it will, sir. You see, the garages aren't very secure, and if it was me, I'd be worried about someone finding the cars before I came back. The BMW was nicked a week ago, and if it's been there ever since, I'll be wanting to move it pretty soon.
How many people would it take for a surveillance?
Just a couple in plainclothes and a couple of cars.
Is that all?
Danny Pearce still on it?
Yeah, he's watching the garages now. I mean, it'd be a sort of mix and match between us and CID.
Andrew?
I suppose we could run it to the end of the shift, but if nothing happens, it'll be up to B Relief to take it on or bring the cars in.
Yeah, it's fine, sir.
All right, take Stamp and Ackland.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. Before you go, have a word with the rep from the tracking company, Miss Linton. Tell her there'll be a delay. She's in the front interview room.
Yes, sir.
They'll have to get used to that.
Sir?
Delays. Like I said earlier. Nicking villains takes priority over recovering cars.
Yes, sir.
The standard aerial is fitted outside, but it can be concealed anywhere in the car
Sarge,
panels.
this is Miss Linton from the vehicle retrieval firm.
Ah, Miss Linton. George.
Yes, Sarge.
Gary, the interview room means the interview room.
All right, Sarge.
If you come with me, Miss Linton.
Sergeant Steele, Inspector Monroe said that you were dealing with the recovery of the BMW. How's it going?
Yeah, it's fine, thank you. We found the car, but there's been some delay before we can get it back to you.
Oh, I see. Well, that's no problem. You have other things to deal with. So how long do you think? By this evening?
I doubt it.
Tomorrow at the earliest.
Oh, that long? Can I ask why?
I'd rather not say at the moment, but we'll be in touch as soon as it's all sorted.
Well, if I can help in any way.
Yeah, I'll let you know. Oh, there was one thing. The BMW was stolen last week, so how come it's taken you so long to track it down to Sun Hill?
Ah, yes. Well, I'm afraid that was the owner. He went off on a business trip, and we only knew it was missing when he came back to Sheffield and found out it was gone.
So you can't be sure when it was taken?
Well, not exactly, no. But once we knew it was missing, we were able to fix its location very quickly. Would you be interested in seeing details of the tracking system?
Oh, no. Thank you. I don't want to hold you up. Like I said, we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
You ought to come round to the front office. There's the most gorgeous-looking blonde trying to flog Monroe one of those private car tracking systems.
Well, that's it then. If she's had you eyeing her up, she's going to be long gone.
I reckon I'll tell her that I'm interested in buying one. See if she can come back to my place and give me a private demo.
Oh, yeah. And how many times a day do you think she is at?
Oh, you never know.
What's this thing cost, anyway?
About 600 quid.
That is more than you pay for the car.
Oh, only just.
Michael, have you heard anyone from Sergeant Steele?
No, I don't think so, sir.
Well, let's go and check, shall we? Gary?
Yeah, just going to the front office, sir.
Oh, save me one, Tony. I'll be back when I checked outside, all right?
All right, Sarge. Sure hope they turn up soon. I fancy being here in the dark.
Oh, not afraid of the dark, are you, Tony?
No, afraid of breaking my neck.
OK. Yeah. Tony and June can see right down to the lockups. If anyone shows, you block the entrance, we'll come in round the back.
Fine. I still think it's a bit of a long shot, though. I mean, if Monroe had let it run to the end of the shift...
What, you'd rather be doing paperwork? You never know. Could get lucky.
That lucky?
Oh, what? Hey, if anyone else turns up, let me know, will you?
Why? Who's in there?
June?
Sarge, we got an IC1 female coming in. Did you see her?
Yeah, stay put. I know who she is.
Miss Linton.
Sergeant, I didn't see you when I came in. I thought that...
What?
Well, I thought if there was going to be a delay like you said, then I could come and check that the car was all right.
Oh, with a camera?
For my report, if there's been any damage, then... Is there something wrong, Sergeant?
Yeah. You're in the middle of my operation.
Steele from Pearce.
Yeah, go ahead, Danny.
Yeah, a silver Granada coming in now. 2 IC1 males.
Come on, quickly. Just get in here. Now just keep quiet and still.
Can you do me a PNC check on a silver Granada, registration Charlie 904, Echo Mike Echo?
They're heading towards the lockup now. June's doing a PNC check on the Granada.
Yeah, give me a minute, June.
Shorter one. They look like Mick Rice to you.
Yeah, definitely. What about the other one?
Hey, it's new to me. Pearce from Stamp. We've ID'd one of them, Mick Rice. He's on foot, heading back to you.
Yeah, Danny, I'm stuck here. Can you follow Rice?
Yeah, got him. Heading for the main road and I'm following.
Sergeant, would you mind telling me?
Look, you're in the middle of an operation. Now, if you don't be quiet, I'll do you for obstruction, all right?
Steele from Pearce.
Yeah, go ahead, Danny.
Yeah, Rice has just gone into a travel agent's on a high street.
Understood. Can you stay with him, Danny?
OK.
I think he's changed the plates.
The other one's moving. Lock in the garage. Go into the car.
Damn.
Sarge, you want us to move in? Sarge?
No, wait. Danny, where are you?
Right, Rice has just collected some tickets from travel agents. He's coming out now. The Granada's picking Rice up. They've gone.
Understood, Danny.
It's blown. You better come back.
Does that mean I can go now?
Yes, Miss Linton, you can go. But please, I don't want to see you down here again, all right?
Are you sure they're going to use this, Sampson, and not just put duplicate plates on the stolen car?
Pretty sure, yes, sir.
Well, Rice picked up 2 lots of tickets from the travel agents, both in the name of Sampson, and it's 2 adults and a car booked on the Dover ferry 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. Now, I checked the car with the travel agents, and it's a silver BMW 735 registered to Julian Sampson, and it's the same index number as the one in the garage.
Yeah, the tickets to come back are for the same people, Sampson's. But they're using the plane, no car.
So the car's staying over there?
Well, unless they're going to put it in the hand luggage. You see, Sampson's going to drive the stolen BMW to France as if it's his own. And that is the last we'll see of it.
I think we could stretch to overtime this once, Andrew.
For another 2 men as well?
We need to keep a tail on the BMW, sir. If we don't, and Rice does a runner with it...
I thought that's the whole point of this tracking system. They can find it wherever it goes.
Would one more man do?
Well, yeah. I suppose either Quinnan or Loxton, yeah?
No, don't need to bother them. I can still drive. That's all right with you?
Yeah, of course.
Right, give me 5 minutes to change. I'm with you.
I must say it's been highly informative, Miss, Yvonne. I don't see any problem about making a room available for your demonstration, you know? Of course, it'll have to be an ongoing process. I can't release all the relief at the same time.
Oh, no, of course not, Chief Superintendent. I do know how busy you are. Mutual cooperation, that's what we're all about. We'll make a date then.
Yes, of course. I'll have a word with Chief Inspector Cato about the operational side. Oh, Philip, I was just saying we need to make a date with Miss Linton so that she can show the relief her display material.
Yeah, I'm sorry, sir. I'll have to deal with it later. Ray Steele's waiting to go out on an operation.
With you?
Yes, sir. I thought I'd take an interest in this tracking system myself. May as well get our money's worth.
Excuse me, Chief Inspector. Does that mean you're about to recover the BMW?
Not right at the minute, but if all goes well, we should have it back by tonight. Now, if you'll excuse me.
OK, you want the good news?
Cheeseburgers were half price.
No, you owe me $2.10. Here you go, June. BLT.
Oh, thanks, Sarge. So, what's the good news?
You're on overtime until Rice and his mates come and pick up the BMW.
Woo!
Suits me. I haven't had any extras for weeks.
Yeah, well, there's got to be some bad news.
Well, depends how you look at it. Chief Inspector Cato's coming along on the op.
Oh, what?
Come on, it's not that bad.
No, it's not that. There's no sugar in this.
You say that yuppies are making a comeback. I suppose if you can afford a 30 grand motor, you can afford to live in a place like this.
Maybe you can't. That could be why you got involved with Rice. That's the one. Do you want to...
No, it's your operation. You lead.
OK. Excuse me. Sergeant Steele. Chief Inspector Cato, Sunhill. I'm sorry to bother you. We're looking for a Mr. Julian Sampson. Is that his car?
Yes. Can I help? I'm his wife.
I'm afraid we need to talk to your husband. Can we see him, please?
I suppose so.
Thank you. So, Mr. Sampson, you can confirm that you are the owner of a silver BMW registration K226EYK?
Yes, that's right. It's in the garage. Is there a problem?
Going on holiday, Mr. Sampson?
Just a short break.
Paris, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. How did you know that?
Would you mind if I had a look at the tickets?
Look, Sergeant, if there's been some problem, I don't see...
I mean, you do have the tickets.
Well, no, actually. I was going to pick them up in a minute.
What travel agents would that be?
It's, what's their name? Grays.
I see. Do you know a man by the name of Mick or Michael Rice, Mr. Sampson?
No, I don't think so.
So you couldn't tell me why he picked your tickets up at Dayton's travel agents on the Singer Road this afternoon?
Sergeant, I really don't see that our holiday arrangements are any of your business.
No, Mrs. Sampson, normally they wouldn't be. But we do get a bit curious when people book an expensive car like yours onto a ferry and appear to be flying home without it. I mean, those people are also connected with a known villain like Michael Rice, well.
My husband's already told you we don't know anybody called Rice. So I'd appreciate it if you stop bothering us and let us get on with our packing.
But you don't have the tickets, do you? Rice does. Can you explain that?
We don't have to explain anything.
Look, Chief Inspector, it wasn't our idea.
Jules, shut it.
If they know about Rice...
So, You do know him?
Hardly know. I met him once in a supermarket car park, and then I spoke to him on the phone. I met him because he was standing next to the car when the BMW, when I got back to it. He admired it and said it must cost a lot to insure. I said yes. Then he asked me if I'd like a free holiday.
Just like that?
Yes. Obviously, I thought he was a bit of a crank. But then he said he had a friend, a solicitor, with a car just like mine, who wanted to sell it. He couldn't do it through the proper channels because it would show up in his accounts, and that was no good for him. So instead, he wanted to export it without anyone knowing.
And you believed him?
Well, it just sounded simple. He'd copy my number plates, and all I had to do was pretend it was my car and drive it to France. Someone would meet me, take the car, and no one would be any the wiser.
And in exchange, Rice would provide you with the tickets. And how much?
2,000.
You don't exactly look short of cash, Mr. Sampson.
Looks can be deceptive, Sergeant. Besides, one can always use an extra £2,000.
You didn't think the whole thing was suspicious? That it was probably illegal?
Taking a car abroad isn't illegal.
Oh, it is if it's stolen.
You haven't got any proof of anything. All we're doing is going to Paris for the weekend.
Oh, we've got proof. We can connect Rice to 2 valuable stolen cars. And we can connect him to you. That means you'll go down with him.
Julian and Tanya Sampson, I'm arresting you as accessories to theft. You don't have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
That's ridiculous. We're not accessories to anything.
Look, Sergeant, Chief Inspector, I've told you what happened. Rice is due here at 10 o'clock. Isn't there something we can do?
Stamp from Cato.
Target 1 turning in now.
Inspector Cato from Stamp.
Target 1 is on his way back to you.
All units, target 1 turning south on Singer Road, following. Better get rid of this.
Target 1 now east on Commercial Road.
All units, target 2 is leaving the garage. I'm on my way to the car.
Right, you know what to do when Rice gets here.
Just act normally.
Yeah, go with him when the BMW arrives. Let him hand it over to you.
Right. Have I,
What?
Have I got time to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, be quick.
All units, target 2 on way. Index now, Kilo, 226, Echo, Yankee, Kilo. I'm following.
Steele from Cato, target 1 turning onto Cotton Street. Should be with you in a couple of minutes. Target 1 turning onto Key Road. He's coming to you.
Yeah, understood.
I'm taking up position now.
All units from Steele, target 1 inside. I'm going off air now. Okay, Mr. Sampson. He's here.
There he goes.
All right, Julian, all set?
Yes, all packed. Is the car...
Nah, I just wanted to make sure everything's okay first. Your car's in the garage, yeah?
That's right.
Good. I'll make the call.
Target 2 turning into Key Road. I'm taking up position.
All units from Steele, go, go, go!
Easy! You're under arrest! Believe it!
He's coming your way, sir.
Yes, I can see that. Thank you.
Right, I'm arresting you for theft. You don't have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand, Danny?
Yeah.
How do you know?
You're a bug, pal.
Bug? What do you mean, bug?
You're right, sir.
Fine, thanks, Sony.
Nice one, sir.
Thanks. Think you can phone Miss Linton and tell her car's ready for collection.
Morning, sir. Can I have a word?
Got a job on?
You could call it that. Danny Pearce and I got a nice little surprise in our hands last night.
Witness order.
For the Family Proceedings Court requiring my presence today.
Thought I might find you here. Oh, what have I done now? We've got a problem. The governor wants to word about those 2 dealers we busted last week.
The junkies, but they're ready to sing, aren't they?
They were, Jim.
They tried to take out an interim care order on Jackie Garrett's kid. That's one of the 2 dealers we busted last week.
The social services want you as a witness.
Right. They say the kid's at risk because Garrett and her fella Jerry Knight started supplying.
I thought you were going to try and get the supplying charges dropped since it was first time out.
I did. But family court's civil, not criminal.
So it's admissible evidence. Yeah. So you're going to have to testify about the dealing in front of Garrett and Knight, despite the charges being dropped.
Right.
Well, it's a waste of a day, Sally, but it's not the end of the world.
But they were cooperating with me, sir.
Cooperating?
I was working on them, Garrett in particular, since Knight didn't get bail. I was all set to get their suppliers' names and addresses. I'm a day or 2 away from cleaning up a whole drug supply chain.
And now you've got to testify against your informants.
Exactly. I have to explain about the dealing in front of a woman who thought she could trust me and whose kid might be taken away because of my evidence.
But if the child's at risk?
I understand that, sir, but what chance do you think I still have of getting the names out of Garrett and Knight now?
Well, I should think you'd find it very difficult indeed, Sally. But I'm sure you'll find a way.
Oh, Gov, they're all here now.
I understand you've got a bit of a problem, Gov.
We all have, Jim, because I want you and Suzi to go and speak to any contacts of Jerry Knight and Jackie Garrett and find out who supplied them and who led them into dealing.
Oh, just like that?
Well, who did we talk to, Gov?
Garrett was on the game for years, Suzi. Donna has a card on her, and anyway, there are plenty on the street still know her, down Dell Street, for example.
They're scared witless, Gov. The suppliers down there are heavy duty.
I didn't say it was going to be easy, Jim. Danny?
That's putting it mildly.
This is the old magistrate's court, isn't it? I thought they were supposed to be in a special building.
Well, they will be, and they've got the money to build one. Yes.
I'm DS Pearce, I presume. I'm Miss Daniels, solicitor for the social services.
All right.
And this is Mr. Osborne, social services team leader.
Damien Osmond, we spoke yesterday.
Yeah.
We have a few minutes. Now, are there any more questions before we go in?
Just one. Do we have to go through with this?
We've already discussed this,
A
Miss
small
Johnson.
delay, and I could take out a whole raft of dealers and suppliers. Don't you care about that?
I'm not paid to care about that. I'm paid to care about Tasha Garrett, and I believe she's at risk.
Well, she'll be a sight less at risk if we wipe up her parents' suppliers.
I've no doubt about that.
Then why can't you give us a couple of weeks?
With Knight and Garrett cooperating, Tasha is at even more risk. A pair of addicts turned dealers, now turned informants. And you think I should leave Garrett's daughter where she is?
I didn't say that.
Well, that's what it sounds like.
Is it just Garrett's contacts we're looking for?
Yeah, Jerry Knight keeps himself to himself, and since he's the one who would have gone into the dealing, his mates won't talk.
What makes you think it was Knight that started the dealing?
Because I know Jackie Garrett, that's why. Basically, she's just a hippie, a traveller who ended up on the streets down here. Now, she'd be knocking around with Jerry Knight on a bus in Wales. Then when the habit got too big, they came down to the smoke to support it.
So that's why she went on the game.
How else do you earn a ton a day?
She's here, Gov.
Morning, Jackie.
Sally Johnson.
I'm sorry we have to meet up like
Dave
this.
Cobb. Tasha's guardian ad litem. Here to speak on her behalf.
You haven't really met Tasha, have you?
Once, I think.
Because I think you should.
Hi, Tasha.
I don't want to go away.
I'm just a witness, Tasha.
Okay, I think we better make our way through now.
I'll see everything works out all right. Cooperate with us and we'll help you get straight. Those phrases ring a bell, do they?
I meant it, Jackie.
You got me in your confidence. Almost made a friend of me. And now you're testifying against us. Which means all you wanted was information. And the only thing that pleases me right now is that I didn't give it you.
Another blowout.
They weren't exactly keen to talk to us, were they?
Never mind, that's Jackie Garrett's old stamping ground. We might have better luck there.
Do you adopt the statement you made, Inspector?
I do, Mom. Acting upon information received, I led a raid at 7 a.m. last Sunday upon the address of Miss Garrett and Mr. Knight. Having entered the flat without the use of force, my colleague, DS Pearce, found a quantity of heroin, some small plastic bags, and a set of scales in a shoebox in the airing cupboard. As he will confirm...
Hang on a minute.
Please wait, Mr. Knight.
This led you to believe that Mr. Knight and Miss Garrett had been dealing heroin.
This confirmed the suspicions that had triggered the raid, yes, though they have both only been charged with possession.
So why are you telling them those charges have been dropped, right?
Aware that the CPS isn't proceeding with the supplying charge, Mr. Knight.
So why is she trotting it out now, making us guilty without even being tried for it?
It is admissible evidence, Mr. Knight, despite the dropping of the charges. Carry on, Inspector.
Then it's admissible why the charges were dropped, isn't it? Tell them that while you're at it. Inspector Johnson doesn't speak for the Crown Prosecution Service. She knows what we're talking about.
When I told Mr. Knight and Miss Garrett the severity of the punishment for supplying, they became very cooperative.
We had a deal.
No.
She was all over me, on my side.
I was trying to help.
My friend there said if we came across with names and addresses, she'd speak to the CPS about the supplying charge.
Which I did.
Then why are we still talking about it?
Miss Garrett...
Why are you trying to take my kid away? Because we started dealing once? Haven't you ever made a mistake?
Much though we all appreciate your feelings, it would be better if you spoke through your solicitor when he's questioning the inspector.
Thank you, Ma'am. Perhaps I could please all parties by asking if Miss Garrett and Mr. Knight have indeed been cooperative.
They have been, yes.
And will this cooperation not now continue?
I rather doubt it.
Don't like the look of him much.
One of your fancy men, Sherry?
It's none of your business.
We'd like to ask you a few questions about Jackie Garrett.
We're busy, Mr. Carver.
Come on, don't be stupid.
We're not, we're being smart.
Look, Jackie's in a spot of bother.
So I heard.
Oh, so you do know her then, Sarah?
You know I do, Mr. Carver. Like I know your mob just busted her.
Then why don't you stop and talk to us?
You know that too. It's one-way traffic, isn't it? You always want to know something, and we always risk getting our heads kicked in for telling you.
Look, just hang on a minute, yeah?
Where'd they find you then, sweetheart? A reject from the Pixie Factory?
You can talk. Look, why don't you just hear us out and then you can decide whether you want to speak to us or not?
2 minutes.
Right. Jackie's in family court today. She could risk losing her kid to care.
Tasha, why?
Because of the dealing bust.
Now, you could help us by cooperating with us. All we need is some information and we might be able to help Jackie keep her kid.
Is that right?
Yeah. Can we talk somewhere?
Okay.
Since you both have no income and are both addicted to various drugs, what will you support yourself with? I don't know. I mean, I'll try anything.
I'll be out soon.
Yeah. I've been on the game, you know. That shock you, does it?
We've read the social services statement, Miss Garrett.
I mean, does it shock you that I'm telling you when you're trying to say I'm an unfit mother?
You can tell us whatever you want, Miss Garrett.
I'm telling you because that's what I did. I let men touch me, take my clothes off, hold me, Stinking of beer, never looking me in the eye, never talking to me. Only seeing a body, this body, for a few quid. I don't think a woman can go lower than that.
Miss Garrett.
That's what I did to keep us off the streets. I had a habit, yeah. But I also had to find the money to keep us when Jerry was inside the first time. And that's what I did, even though I hated it. Would you have done that? Would you? Do you love your kids that much?
Miss Garrett.
I'm off the game now. And I won't start dealing skag again because I want my kid with me. Isn't that plain enough?
I hear what you're saying, Miss Garrett. But what is not plain is how you'll avoid returning to dealing. Especially since it has gone unpunished.
It's a bit below the
I know
belt.
we shouldn't have been dealing, but it's not about that, is it?
But we've been caught and we've stopped, for heaven's sake.
It's about where Tasha should be living. I mean, why don't you ask her?
We will, Miss Garrett.
Can't you see she's better off with me? I love her.
We know that, Miss Garrett.
But we have to consider Tasha's safety.
Oh, rubbish. You heard her.
Your lifestyles place her at risk.
No, they don't. Mum's never let me down. Nobody can look after me better than my mum.
Okay. Yeah, we'll take him down.
Don't give up, Jack!
Give me a minute, honey. Jackie, can I have a word?
You must be joking.
I could start by saying I'm sorry.
Cheers, mate. There we go.
Look, I haven't got long, you know. Jonah catches me, he'll kill me.
Jonah.
Pimp. The geezer with the tattoos.
Right. So what have you got to tell us about Jerry and Jackie's suppliers?
I'm not telling you about them.
What?
I'm telling you about him, Jerry Knight.
Yeah, but he's not Jerry we're interested in.
Then you should be.
Look, you might find this hard to believe, but I think we both want the same thing.
You're right, I do find it hard to believe.
I want the dealers that are dragging down plenty of people on your estate. And if I can arrest them, you can make a fresh start. Isn't that what you want?
I want my kid. I don't care what happens to me anymore.
I don't believe that.
Don't you? You know what it's like to have something grow inside you. Bring it up, and then see a room full of people calmly talk about taking it away because you made a stupid mistake.
Oh, come on, Jackie.
There's only one thing that bothers you, isn't there? Getting the arrests. You're smart. But you're just looking out for number one, pure and simple.
Pure and simple would be to give up right now, call my boss and say you won't talk. It'd certainly be easier.
Why don't you then?
Because I care about what I do. Look, you're right. I've never had a kid. I probably don't have a clue. But I have watched junkies die, cleared up after them, seen what's happened to their kids. If you want to do what's best for Tasha, let me bust the people that have dragged you into this mess. That way you stand a much better chance of getting Tasha back. It's the best chance for both of us.
If I'm going to help you, you're going to help me this time.
How?
Speak to social services, get them to back off.
I can't do that, Jackie.
You can try. If you care that much, you can try. Then I'll give you the names in return. Now, that's what I call a deal.
We see a lot of Jackie's old man down here. With Tasha. She's only 13 or something, isn't she? It's the truth. Jerry's breaking his own woman's daughter into the game. And she doesn't even know it. Tell that to the social workers.
Do you all know which teams you're in?
Yeah, we sorted that, Gav. 4 lots of 3.
Good. Now, make no mistakes, because these targets virtually control all the dealing on the Abelard estate between them.
Who are they, sir?
I'll come to that in a minute. If we can bust these 4 blokes, we should be able to get Jackie Garrett to testify against them. OK. Red 4.
Yeah, that's us, Gav.
Your target's Steve Dents. Red 3, Kim Poulter. Red 2, Winston Draycott.
That's us, sir.
Now, I'm going to take the main man who answers to the name of Tony Whale.
Warrants are back, Gav.
Right. Let's go, shall we?
So what, he's trying to break his own daughter into the game?
His girlfriend's daughter.
You can make a fortune at that age with the perverts.
Yeah, it's Jerry Knight's sideline. Sherry Bedell reckons he's into pimping young girls.
But Garrett doesn't know.
Thanks, Jim. Suzi, you'd better get back to Sunhill.
Right, go.
See you later. So what do you do now?
Exactly the same as I was going to do. Have a word with social services at the next adjournment.
After the raids?
Of course.
But Garrett doesn't stand a chance of keeping Tasha once you tell the social services what's going on.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I've given her my word, and I'm going to try and help her keep the kid.
Right, Tasha. At your age, you're not required to take the oath. Your name and address?
Tasha Garrett, 35 Wheatcroft House, Dale Street.
And you're still at school, aren't you?
Yeah.
Thank you, Tasha.
Right. Well, can you describe your home life to us, Tasha?
It's great, yeah. Don't get told off much. I've never been hit or nothing.
And you get on well with your mum and partner?
Yeah, my mum looks after me and she sticks up for me. And I look after her when she's, you know, a bit out of it.
And what about your mum's partner?
Jerry takes me out. We have a good time in the evenings. He treats me like I'm a mate, like I'm a real grown-up.
Thanks.
Go ahead, Alistair.
We've got our target. Only on possession, but we've got him.
That'll do.
Gov, he's not here.
What about the rest, Gov?
Both teams got a result.
So we're in business then?
Unfortunately not.
So you find Tasha quite well adjusted then, Mr. Cole?
Well, like I said, since this is an emergency case, I only met her last night, when I came down to represent her as guardian. She's not an unhappy kid, not unloved.
They're not finished their age yet.
This is the last witness. I'm going to have to say
How about
something
Tasha's
now.
development? As a child brought up in the household of 2 addicts.
Well, she's obviously used to shifting for herself. And she's come on rather rapidly for a girl her age.
Too rapidly?
No. She's not psychologically upset in any way.
Yes?
She does seem to be rather well informed about sexual matters.
What?
That'd be worth looking into, I think.
What are you talking about?
I thought you were supposed to be on our side, you prat.
Mr. Knight.
I'm on Tasha's side, Mr. Knight, and I speak as I find.
May we ask a brief adjournment, Mum?
Yeah, we got you. ETA.
How the raid's going?
Just about gone. We've got 4 targets so far, but no Tony Whale.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but we need them all arrested. And so does our informant if she's going to keep the kid.
Well, if we don't get him, we don't get him. We're not going to fight Jackie Garrett's care case for her, are we, for heaven's sake?
Jim, we got half these blokes on possession, period. If Garrett's not prepared to testify against them, they'll be out of the nick quicker than a drunk on roller skates.
So you've made all the arrests?
I think we have. I'm just waiting confirmation.
Thinking's not good enough. If you leave just one of those people out there, they'll find out pretty soon who stuck the knife in.
I know. And of course I wouldn't ask you to reconsider unless all of them are picked up. But if they are...
It's possible. We don't trust Jerry Knight an inch.
Neither do I, and I'm afraid there's something I have to tell you about him.
Gov,
Excuse me.
they lost Whale. And the DCI wants more information on his whereabouts from Garrett.
Well, there won't be much chance of that if she loses the kid.
Have you told him?
I was just going to. I have to tell them, Danny. The magistrates will be returning soon.
And what about Whale?
I think we could still get Garrett to cooperate after I've told Osborne about Jerry Knight. Even after I've told her.
How?
Leave it with me. Tell the DCI to stand by.
What was it you wanted to tell me about Jerry Knight? It sounded important.
It is. We have evidence that Jerry Knight is into prostitution using underage girls.
What?
And it gets worse. We can't prove it yet, but we think he's been breaking Tasha into the game.
Tasha? So the results of the raid are academic. We'll have to put this evidence before the magistrates, and that'll be that.
So what do you need to know?
I'll ask you in a minute, Jackie. There's something I have to tell you first. If I did it the other way around, it wouldn't be right. So I'll sit down. Jackie, I've ended up on the wrong side of you today. But I have to tell you, I really admire the fight you're putting up and your guts. That's why I'm playing it straight. When you hear what I have to say, then you can decide whether or not you still want to play ball with us, okay?
You make it sound terrible. What's happened?
Just 5 minutes more, that's all she needs.
What's she playing at? It's all over now, isn't it?
But he took her out.
I know.
He was like a father to her. He bought clothes. Took her with him. How could he? Break my daughter in? At her age?
It's just money, Jackie. Money and drugs that make people do some very weird things.
But you said he runs other young girls.
We think he does.
Who told you that?
Sherry Bedell.
She's my mate. Bastard. I hope he rots in hell. He knew I hated being on the game. So how could he try and do that to my daughter? How could anyone?
It's not over yet, Jackie.
Are you stupid? How can I possibly keep her now?
Because you're gonna do what you should have done a long time ago. And you're gonna keep Tasha. Trust me. Now, if I help you to do that, will you help me bust your suppliers?
Of course.
So can I have some more information about Whale? We need to find him.
Well, that's easy enough. You know Sherry Bedell, don't you?
Yeah.
He's a pimp.
Jim, she's come across.
What's happened?
Well, no wonder Sherry wouldn't talk to me about suppliers.
Yeah?
We're in business, sir, and I know him.
What did you do?
You'll see.
Oi, who the hell is that?
I'm Miss Frank, a solicitor on the childcare panel. I shall be representing Miss Garrett from now on.
You what?
I'm afraid your partner has asked for her own representation, to put in a case for sole care, without you.
You stupid bitch! Over my dead body!
That'd suit me fine.
This is where Sherry Bedell hangs out. I think she rents a room from Whale.
So he could be here.
I should have realised before. Sherry Bedell not talking. The name she gave for her pimp, Jonah. He's got a whale tattoo just here. Jonah.
And the whale.
Gov?
That's him.
Tony Whale!
Hey!
All right!
What's happening?
Tony Whale, I'm arresting you for dealing in drugs. You don't have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be giving it evidence.
You got nothing on me! Nothing at all!
Oh, I wouldn't say that, Tony. I wouldn't say that at all.
I'm sorry for our long retirement, but we are required to give you full reasons for our decision. And there was much to consider in this case. But we are now agreed on a course of action, taking into account all of this afternoon's developments.
I stand a chance now they've all been nicked.
As you might imagine, we have to disregard Mr. Knight's application, not least since he is still in prison on remand. Which gives a simple decision between the social services application and the respondent, Miss Garrett. In brief, we find that Tasha is well loved by her mother, who now stands a greatly better chance of keeping on the straight and narrow. And given certain assurances, we would suggest that this application is adjourned.
She's done it.
Application for interim care order is refused, and this case is adjourned until the 14th of next month. Thank you.
Does that mean I can go with my mum?
Yes.
What about me? Don't I have a say anymore?
You, Mr. Knight, are rather more likely to find yourself on the receiving end of further charges.
She set me up. We've done a deal or something.
You'll have your say, Mr. Knight.
Thanks. And from Tasha, too.
It's okay. We got a result as well. 5 arrests. And anyway, we had a deal.
I thought you said the police didn't do deals.
Yeah. I did say that, didn't I?